Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's session, October the 26th. We continue with the activities, okay? And we have been working with some topics related to the nature. We were talking about some word protection. This unit is dedicated or was dedicated to this part of saving the environment. Today, we're going to start our writing section, and obviously we are going to work again into nature protection. As you can observe here in the picture, please, as we can observe on the picture, we have like a house, okay? We have like a house, but this house is a little different. This house is a little different. It's specifically for insects. This house is a little different because it's only for some insects. We are going to narrate the story here in this interesting place. But before, I need to match some problems. Again, the last class, we have some problems and some solutions. Again, in this section number 2, again, we are going to focus our attention into the activity number 2. Activity number 2, according to this. Okay, please, Guillén, start reading the activity number 2.
Match the problems one for with the possible solution
The possible solutions?
and D.
A and D.
I see.
Okay, Kevin, you have the solutions. Okay, A, B, C, and D, and here we have the problems. Read the problem and give me the solution. Okay, number 1.
It's going to be difficult to grow enough food for everyone.
Okay, what is the solution for you? Okay. What is the solution, mister? A, B, C, or D?
C.
The letter C. Read the letter C, please.
We can check gardens and pros and also eat only seasonal vegetables.
Some seasonal vegetables. Continue with the number 2.
Some animals and insects are in danger of dying out.
Dying out. Dying out. What is the solution?
D. Letter D.
Are you sure it's the letter D? Solar power and wind energy? Talking about insects. What is the correct one? Kevin, read the other options. C, no. D, no. What is the other option that is available?
Letter A.
Letter A. What is the letter A?
We create and wildlife
Wildlife garden.
garden at home or at the school and make book hotels.
Okay, continue with the number 3.
We money run out of our friends.
Run out of affordable. Run out of affordable.
Of affordable oil as a source of energy.
Energy, a source of energy. What is the option?
Letter D.
Letter D. Okay, what is the letter D?
We can wield energy instead or traditional source of energy.
Of energy. Continue with number 4.
More people in the world will produce more rubbish.
What is the option?
Letter B.
Letter B. And what is the letter B?
Everything will be recycled and reused, so there won't do so much waste.
Waste. Okay, there won't be so much waste. Very good. Okay. Those are some of the options. Those are some of the options that obviously you are sharing into this. Remember, we are having the solutions, we have the problem, and we have some possible solutions. Remember, problems and solutions to some difficulties that we have on this. That is the block number 2. In this case, now we are going to read this article. In this case, we are going to read this article. But I need that, what is an article? Specifically in this case, what is the article about? What is the article about in this case? Byron, Paola Montaño, activity number 3. Paola Montaño, number 3.
Manda, Miss. Ya, ahorita le leo. Read the advert for an article.
Article,
Make
for an
note
article.
about some for an article. Make note about some points that you could include.
That you could include. Okay, what are some of the aspects? Read please. Articles.
Articles wanted. We are looking for articles to give some positive advice on what to help the... ¿Cómo es esa palabra?
The environment. Please, everybody.
Environment.
Everybody, please read positive advice. Please circle everybody. Positive advice. Positive advice and help the environment. Attention to this. Articles wanted, positive advice, help the environment. Continue. Continue, Miss.
What
Ideas.
What ideas have you heard about and what are you hoping to do yourself to get involved?
Hoping, your decision, your aspiration, your expectation, aspiration, no, your expectation. Hoping, what do you want? Okay, continue.
How could you do something to help? We will publish the best article in our next issue.
In our next issue. What is the issue? In this case, this is an article in a magazine, is an article in the magazine, and the nation is in next bulletin, okay? In this case, we have, attention to this. It's important to remember positive advices, suggestions to help the environment, ideas, what are you going to do to get involved, to belong? What is to get involved? To participate, to help. Okay, so how you do something to help in this case, okay? Here we have an example. Attention to this. Here we have an example about specifically what to do. Here we have an article and some interesting ideas, okay? Pay attention. Here we have an article with these interesting ideas to do in this case. Attention, please. Eileen Caroli, number 4.
You read the article about BACH weekly. What ideas does the writer mention?
What ideas does the writer mention? Eileen is going to read, and later we are going to have the most important ideas, okay? Start reading, Miss.
Are you a book lover or a lover of nature generally? Well, then perhaps it's time to consider how you can help. I've heard about some great ideas that are simple to do. For example, in order to protect the insect life in our gardens, we can make a bug hotel. Doesn't that sound fun? One school in Montreal did this and the picture of their blog are really cool. All you need are some sticks and stones and to build them up into a small house. Then bugs will make it their home. I've also read about some brilliant environmental organizations. Why don't you start a small group at your school? Maybe part of your school playground could become a garden or wildlife area so that everyone can have hands-on experience of looking after animals or growing vegetables. I really care about not using plastic packaging and not wasting water. So I am not going to accept plastic bags in shops and I won't leave the taps running. So in a few words, we should look after nature and use it wisely, not destroy it.
Very good, okay? That is a simple article. As you can see, this article is very simple. Is expressing some ideas in a simple way, in a plain way. Generating some ideas to protect. In this case, what is the idea of the protection for the bugs? Eileen, according to this, Eileen, what is the idea number one that you see for this?
Make a book.
Okay, just wait a minute. Question number one before. What is the animal that we are going to protect here in the article?
Bugs and insects.
Bugs. Okay, a bug lover. Okay, a lover of nature, right? So what is the idea number one, Miss?
Make a bug hotel.
Make a bug hotel. Okay. What is the other example?
Protect the insect life.
Yeah.
Build the hotel.
Yeah. What do you need for that? What is the example in Montreal?
And you need some sticks and stones.
Okay, for what? To
build them up.
Okay. And what is that gonna be?
The books will make it their home.
Okay, continue. What other ideas do we have in this section?
Do environmental organization with a small group in your school.
Very good. Okay, continue. What other idea you can find?
You can do that in your school playground. Become a garden or wildlife area.
Okay, very good. And also, wait a minute, please. And also, what can you do? Wait, oops, my goodness, sorry. Just give me a time. Just give me a time. Okay, so in this case, we have here, and obviously you can, what can you do in this case?
Everyone can have hands-on experience of looking after animals or growing vegetables.
Okay, so we have solution number one, a solution number two. Okay, everybody, you can see those possibilities of solutions. Now we continue with the last paragraph. Attention with the last paragraph, okay? Wait, okay. So continue, please, miss. Okay, what happened in the conclusion? What other options we can have?
Not using plastic packaging and not wasting water.
Very good. Any other one?
I'm not, but the person is not going to accept a plastic box.
Okay, that's good. Okay. And I won't leave.
The taps running.
Okay, that's very good. The taps running. In this case, what is the taps? The socks of the water in the restaurant. The taps running. Abierta las llaves. Okay, continue.
We should look after nature and use it wisely, not destroy it.
Okay, that is the conclusion. We have the option number 3 and the conclusion. And the conclusion of this part. Thank you, Eileen. As you can observe here, everybody, as you can observe, we have here, okay, sorry. As we can have here, we have these interesting activities. This person is promoting a project, through the article. Okay, this person is promoting a project through the article and obviously talking about that. Okay, me dan un segundito, por favor, que me están llamando del liceo, ¿sí? Okay, here we have this part of this. In this section, the writer have used some important expressions. In this case, this person, in order to write, has used those clauses that we are going to use today according to that. Please. Mosquera Iker, please, start reading.
Read the linguist box, find some example of this language in the article in exercise 4.
Okay, so in the articles, no articles, articles, okay? What is the, Iker, continue. What are the purpose of clause or purpose clauses? Purpose is a reason. Remember, everybody, that purpose is a reason. But in this case, we are going to use this purpose and reason with 2 ideas. Okay, we talk about the actions that you are going to do and the purpose. This action connected with a purpose or a reason. Talking about the present or talking about the future? Attention. This purpose of clauses that we are using here in this section talks about actions with a purpose or a reason. Maybe in the present or maybe in the future. Okay? Please, Iker, start reading.
Leo eso, me.
Yes, please read.
Purpose, algo así, me. Era así.
Continue.
Clause. These are useful for talking about action and their purpose in the present or future.
Future.
In order to show us as infinity, so that as can will.
Plus can or will. Continue.
If the action were in the past, we use it so that must call
Plus could.
school was action for purpose generated. We can use it for must in.
Plus, más no, plus ing, plus ing. Okay, so remember the expressions are in order to, or so as to, and the infinitive. I can say in order to clean the patio, in order to have a good result, so as to listen to the instructions, so as to interview a famous person, in order to, or so as to, plus an infinitive. Si yo voy a utilizar in order to o voy a utilizar so as to, lo voy a agregar con un infinitivo. Este in order to or so as to implica que voy a hacer algo con esta razón. In order to study. Okay, attention. In order to study. You will be free today in order to study. Usted estará libre hoy para que estudie. In order to study, in order to do your homework, in order to or so as to an infinitive. The other expression says so that connecting with can or will. Okay, so that students can do homework, so that teachers will prepare classes. Este so that tiene una connotación muy parecida al in order to or so as to. Pero ¿cuál es la diferencia? Que mientras que in order to and so as to yo le agrego un infinitivo, en so that le voy a agregar un noun que lo voy a conectar con can o con will. Example number 2, so that students can complete the workbook. So that parents will pay the school tuition, for example. Este so that can o so that will, que aquí puede ser presente o un futuro con will, también lo puedo utilizar con el pasado. So that en vez de can puedo decir could y en vez de will puedo utilizar could. That is the difference with so that. The other that we can use is for helping, for protecting, for caring, for speaking, for only to express the purpose. That is the purpose clauses that we are going to use in the activity number 7. Activity number 7, Estefano Solórzano. Okay. Estefano Solórzano, continue.
Aquí estoy, Miss. Complete the sentence with phrases from the language box. Letter 1. Environmental organizations must work harder
In order to, so as, for. What would you going to use? Remember here the language that we have. Which
work
one you going to
harder
do? In order to,
in
so
order
as to, so that can, so that will, so that could, so that would, or for. Which one of these you are going to use?
in order to
In order to, so that, okay, in order to, attention. Remember that in order to, or so that, remember, so that can, so that noun and the can. Did you see? So that and the can. In this case, we are going to use so that people in all over the world can. Did you see? Did you see in this case? A ver, vamos definiendo, por favor. Mire que tiene aquí clarito, dice can. People, que es el noun. That's the reason that says so that. Okay? Continue, number 2.
trees are very important.
Which of these? Which of these? Which of these?
Very important for keeping the atmosphere.
Very good. Remember for, the rule says that when you use for, obviously the verb is going to be with ing form. Okay, very good. Remember, so that the noun and can. In this case, for and the verb with the ing form. Continue with the number 3.
The aim is to protect animals and sea creatures from hunting or overfishing.
Overfishing.
In order to enjoy them in the future.
Okay, that's
No,
really good. Okay, that's really good. Continue. Next one.
A new wildlife sanctuary was opened.
It's in past the action. Did you see? Remember, so it's in past and you're using could. Was open and you say could. What is the number 4? In the number 1, you have the nouns and you have can. Now you have nouns and you have could. Stefano.
Was opened will save birds.
Are you sure? So that, remember that so that you can use with could or would, or so that with can or will. Okay, it's very similar to the first one. Number 5.
A lot of people are planting flowers in public spaces.
For what?
To make them look
Two?
nicer.
2? Only 2? Only 2? What is expression? The clause. What is it? Clause. In order to make them, it's possible. In order to make them nicer, or, mira lo que te dice aquí, in order to make, or so as to. Okay, in order to, or so as to. In this case, in order to make them look nicer, or so as to make them look nicer. Okay, thank you. Correct the errors, please. Okay, correct the errors, please. Remember the expressions that you are going to use, the grammar that you are going to use for this part of the activity that you are going to work on to this. Okay, so ahora sí viene la parte más inquietante de esto. A ver. ¿Qué me pide si la sesión se cae, nos volvemos a conectar de inmediato, ¿sí? Si la sesión se cae, nos volvemos a conectar de inmediato, por favor. Hemos visto problemas y soluciones. Hemos visto articles wanted. Tenemos aquí un ejemplo del artículo que usted va a trabajar. Tenemos aquí un ejemplo del artículo que usted va a trabajar. Número 1, anótelo por favor. Número 1, anótelo. Se estoy diciendo en español para que usted lo entienda. Número 1, va a escribir en el pad, va a escribir su artículo. Va a escribir su artículo tal cual lo tenemos aquí en la página. Anótelo por favor porque después están confundidos. Como está en la página 47, como está en la página 46, 47, BACH and other things. BACH and other things. Yo también lo estoy anotando junto con ustedes. Usted va a hacer un artículo, en este caso aquí habla sobre BACH. Ojo, usted decide si es de las hormigas, si usted decide si es que se va por proteger los perros, los gatos. Usted decide si va a ser más bien una campaña de reciclaje antiplástico. Usted decide si va a recoger insumos de celulares, va a hacer reciclaje de ese material de celulares viejos. Yo lo invito a que usted vaya a cualquier página web. ¿Cuáles son los mecanismos de reciclaje? Averigüe cosas caseras, homemade, cosas caseras, fáciles, iniciativas fáciles que chicos de su edad pueden hacer. Ojo, no lo estoy mandando a crear una asociación, no. Estamos hablando de que usted va a partir de una propuesta como la que tiene en el número 4 sobre lo que usted va a poder hacer. Esta persona aquí está hablando de los BACH, está proponiendo una idea y está presentando una idea que vio en un colegio de Montreal. Mira cómo lo está poniendo. Inicia indicando qué es lo que le gusta. Su segundo párrafo pone un ejemplo de otra escuela, de otro colegio o de otra persona. Y aquí, en el tercer párrafo, ya comienza a desplayar qué es lo que pretende hacer. Ya en el párrafo 3 y 4, ya comienza a expresar qué es la idea que él tiene o lo que va a hacer. Y cierra su pequeño artículo con una conclusión, con un mensaje. ¿Estamos claros todos hasta ahí? El silencio otorga, estoy preguntando, ¿estamos todos claros hasta ahí?
Sí.
Asumo que sí. ¿Verdad? Usted va a hacer en un documento de Word, usted va a hacer su artículo. Tiene una muestra aquí. Usted decide cuál va a ser su contribución en función de esto. ¿Sí se da cuenta? Siguiendo el ejemplo que tiene. Una vez que ya ha hecho su artículo, que ya sabe lo que va a hacer, segundo, va a plasmar su video project. Mire lo que está haciendo. Recuerde que ya estamos cerrando el primer parcial. Y este es su gran proyecto. Número 1, el artículo. Ya está. Número 2, su video project. Vaya anotando. Una vez que usted ya tiene su artículo hecho, ya definido qué va a hacer en su párrafo 3 y 4, ahora lo que usted está escribiendo, lo que usted escribió, lo va a plasmar. Va a comenzar a tomar videos, porque no es que esto va a quedar solo en el papel. Usted va a comenzarse a tomar fotos y videos, comenzando desde el día de mañana, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. Va a tomar fotos, va a tomar videitos, ¿verdad? De lo que usted va a comenzar a trabajar. Y con esas fotos y ese videíto, usted va a hacer sus diapositivas. Ojo, fotos, videitos que usted toma en su sector. ¿Qué sé yo? Como estamos en casa, de pronto en su sector, en su urbanización, en su alrededor, en su misma casa, dependiendo de qué es lo que usted va a hacer, ¿verdad? Va a tomar fotos, videitos de lo que usted está haciendo. Y con toda esa información del artículo, más las evidencias que ha tomado, usted va a hacer un PowerPoint, se me ocurre un PowerPoint o una infografía, para poder en el video macro, en el gran video, hacer su exposición. Usted se va a filmar, va a hacer un zoom, va a compartir pantalla filmándose, así como lo estoy haciendo yo, indicando, aquí yo estoy haciendo esto, les estoy mostrando mi artículo. Hagamos de cuenta qué es lo que yo estoy haciendo. I'm going to show you my article. You read your article. Okay. And now I am going to show you the step by step of this. Y una vez que leyó su artículo, comienza en la diapositiva que usted tiene, comienza a mostrar su infografía, sus fotos de lo que, explicando qué es lo que ha hecho. ¿Estamos claros, por favor? ¿Estamos claros?
Sí, mi.
¿Listo? Mira, primero el documento de Word con el artículo. Número 2, el video project, donde va a montar toda la información. Ese video project, una vez que usted ya tiene el video, se va a Flipgrid. Recuerden que ya muchos de ustedes ya ingresaron a la plataforma. Aquí estoy mostrando. En la clase pasada, yo ya mostré el link y yo ya mostré el link y les di el coursework de dónde ingresar. Aquí ya están algunos de ustedes. Faltan otros, no sé qué esperarán para hacerlo. Y tenemos ya el tópico que se llama Being Green. Si usted ingresa a Flipgrid, usted ya encuentra aquí la asignación que se denomina Being Green. Y es exactamente lo que yo le estoy colocando aquí. Así como a usted le sale Add Response. ¿Usted qué hace en Add Response? En este momento, porque yo estoy utilizando la cámara, no me permite usar la cámara. Y dice Retry Camera, no me lo va a permitir. Por eso yo le mando a usted a hacer un video aparte para que simplemente haga Upload Video. Hace clic en Upload Video y usted sube su video editado, finalizado, trabajado. Usted hace el Upload Video de su actividad. Pone un mensaje, pone su nombre cuando me lo esté posteando, así como cuando sube una asignación o la subí en el módulo. Hay otros que son muy diestros. Lo invito a manejar la herramienta, a explorarla. Yo no lo puedo utilizar aquí porque estoy utilizando la cámara con Zoom. Hay algunos que les gustará y dirán Retry Camera y van a grabarse directamente desde aquí, desde este icono que dice Retry Camera. ¿Sí se dan cuenta? Algunos se podrán grabar directo. ¿Qué es lo que no me gusta de aquí, de esta parte? Es porque es un poco más limitada y al compartir pantallas no le permite compartir como lo tiene Zoom. ¿Ok? Por eso yo prefiero que lo haga en Zoom su video o a cualquier otra herramienta que usted se sienta más calificado. Prefiero que sea Zoom y suba su video editado porque a su video usted le puede poner musicalización, le puede poner efectos, todo lo que usted quiera para que este sea su proyecto macro. Este va a ser su proyecto del parcial. Así que le toca esmerarse. ¿Ok? ¿Preguntas? ¿Preguntas? Esta asignación ya la voy a modificar porque yo la había puesto para que se cierre el domingo, pero la voy a poner para que se cierre un poquito más tarde. Ya voy a revisar, por favor, déjenme de hecho revisarla. Recuerden que se cierra la sesión, nos volvemos a conectar. Se cierra la sesión, nos volvemos a conectar, por favor, ¿sí? Nos volvemos a conectar.